Basketball is one of the most watched sports in the world, and there's nothing more spectacular than one player catching fire and dropping the rock through the hoop like it's hot. The greatest players in the NBA have proven themselves time and time again through their amazing plays that they belong in the Hall of Fame. Among those numerous matchups, there's that one game that was the highlight of their career. In today's list, we've summed up some of the best career games of NBA legends. So stay tuned to the very end to find out which player has the best career games of all time. That's your cue to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. That way you never miss out on future updates. Shaquille O'Neal, 61 points. On March 6, 2000, a match between the Lakers versus the Clippers was underway. Coincidentally, that was also Shaq's 28th birthday. Before the game, he actually spent the majority of the day planning and organizing his birthday party, rather than really prepping. This was due to the belief that the Clippers were a team that you don't really have to worry about. The plan was just to make quick work of their opponent, and that Shaq will be icing his knees by the fourth quarter. But the Clippers had other plans. They weren't the ones to go down easily, and they actually made a 5-point lead after the first quarter. Shaq had to turn on the Jets and concentrate on the game, rather than the upcoming party. Being in the middle of his MVP season and in the best shape of his life, there was nothing anyone on the Clippers can do to stop such a monster. Shaq started to go to work, and the Lakers kept feeding him the ball. He finished with 61 points on 70% shooting, plus 23 big rebounds. He then celebrated the victory along with his birthday. LeBron James, Game 6, 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. Before LeBron James became known as the King, he had a few rough matches as well. LeBron faced losses prior to Game 6 of the 2012 Eastern Conference Finals. If his losses continued for his upcoming match, that would have been the end of his legacy as one of the best players to ever play. 2 years had passed since he left the Cavs, but he still hadn't won anything big up until that point. Filled with a mix of depression and pure determination, a man who was always known as a passer took the ball into his own hands. Shot after shot, LeBron was hitting everything with all that he got. Pull jumps, step-back jumpers, drives, you name it. Whenever he tried it, it went in. As his back was against the wall, he dismantled the entire Celtics team as they tried to shorten the gap. The game ended in favor of Miami Heat, which changed the narrative of his career. He finished the game with an astounding 45 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists, a set of numbers we haven't seen since Wilt Chamberlain. Magic Johnson, Game 6, 1980s NBA Finals. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was still in his prime and was regarded as the best player in the NBA in 1980. The Los Angeles Lakers were in a series against the Philadelphia 76ers. Through the first 5 games of the NBA Finals, Kareem averaged 33 points, 14 rebounds, and almost 5 blocks per game, earning the Lakers a 2-3 lead in the series. Unfortunately for LA, Kareem severely sprained his ankle and was ruled out of Game 6. As the team boarded their plane to Philadelphia, the whole team lost their motivation along with their best player. As their doubts sank in, their captain sat down in the usual seat of Kareem. "Never fear, EJ's here," he said to his teammates, assuring them victory in Game 6. Magic started at center for the injured Jabbar and took over the game from the start. He was shooting hook shots, jumpers, and was absolutely killing the Sixers in transition. Johnson finished the game with 42 points, 15 rebounds, and 7 assists, leading to an unexpected 123-107 victory. He won the Finals MVP and started the biggest NBA dynasty of the 80s. Michael Jordan, Game 6, 1998 NBA Finals. There are many games that could qualify as Michael Jordan's best game. There's the 69 points in the regular season against the Cavs, the 63 points that he put down on the Celtics in the 86 playoffs, or even the 55 points that he gave in the 93 finals. Nevertheless, the one that stands out the most will probably be the time he last suited up for the Chicago Bulls in Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals. In a hard-fought series against the Utah Jazz, the Bulls were short by 1 point with less than a minute left on the clock. Jordan made a crucial steal in the final minute and ran down the court. He crossed over Byron Russell and then swished a mid-ringer jumper to get the Bulls a 1-point lead. After the enemy team missed the last-second heave, the Bulls celebrated their 6th title, and Jordan walked out as the GOAT, or the greatest of all time. Statistically, he had better numbers in other games, but with this iconic game winner, it was the cherry on top of a phenomenal career. Kobe Bryant, 81-point game. In every athlete's career, there's that one moment wherein you pour out everything that you've got. When certain criteria are met, the body goes into a state of flow, where you are totally immersed in the undertaking at hand. This is called the zone. On January 22, 2006, Kobe Bryant entered the zone. He was so focused on the game and seemingly did no wrong throughout the play. Kobe fought against the Raptors and annihilated them. He didn't thump his chest. He didn't trash talk. He just played with 100% focus and determination, reaching 81 points in a game, the second highest record in all of NBA history. In 2006, he was in his prime, which made him into one of the most dangerous predators in the court and resulted to the most skilled play in the league. The first half only amounted to 26 points, which means it was the second half where he exploded with the 55-point historic record. The man was absolutely unstoppable at that point. Wilt Chamberlain, 100 points. A lot of remarkable things and feats occurred in the big court, but none of those have beaten the record for the one that happened on March 2, 1962. More so, no one knew that it will be made in a high school basketball court. Wilt Chamberlain has been considered one of the greatest offensive players in the history of the game. There was no preparation that night before the game. He just spent the evening enjoying New York and took a train to Hershey, Pennsylvania the next morning. Their team, Philadelphia 76ers, or the Warriors during that time, played against the New York Knicks, who had Darrell Imhoff to guard him. Darrell was considered a strong defensive player who led a team to the NCAA championship and even won a gold medal in the Olympics. Unfortunately for him, that didn't really matter to Chamberlain, as he scored 69 points in 3 quarters in the game. The Knicks even had to foul players to prevent the ball from landing in Wilt's hands. However, when the final whistle sounded off, Chamberlain etched his name in history with the biggest scoring game ever of 100 points. Basketball fans everywhere will always remember the legends. Their performances gave us chills, thrills, and showed the best of their skills. As the NBA continues on, new legends will be born and new feats will be reached. Let's just hope we're there to see it unfold. Leave your comments down below, and as always, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future updates. Until next time.